Jimin and Jungkook spending time alone. This is Hyuk's expression when he found out. A calm atmosphere graced the evening when shocking news came from behind the scenes of the Korean entertainment world. Jimin and Jungkook reportedly spent time together, away from the camera, a rare moment that immediately sparked a stir among the army. They are not only called to share laughter, but also have serious conversations as if strengthening each other in the midst of busy schedules and career pressures. However, what makes this event even more interesting is the news that Hyuk, the founder of HYB and a person who is very close to the BTS members, knows about it. His expression, according to insiders, actually stole the attention of many. Instead of getting angry or feeling uncomfortable, Bang PD reportedly only smiled meaningfully, as if understanding that the close relationship between Jimin and Jungkook was something that could not be separated from the beginning of their debut. Bang PD's smile even immediately became the subject of great discussion in the ARMY community. Many have interpreted that he is proud to see that his two artists still take care of each other, not just as colleagues, but as a family. Some fans even joked on social media, posting comments like, "Bang PD must have known a long time ago." His expression said, "I'll give you my blessing." Jimin and Jungkook themselves do not seem too concerned with public attention. For them, such a simple moment of togetherness may actually be the greatest energy to keep going. Moreover, with the support of Hyuk, who looks so understanding, the two increasingly feel free to show their closeness without having to be trapped in the shadow of rumors that often arise. The warmth, laughter, and togetherness shown by Jimin and Jungkook in their private time once again proves that behind the spotlight of the stage lights, there is a real and genuine human connection. And for Hyuk, perhaps there is nothing more proud than seeing his foster children remain loyal to each other. The reaction of the army around the world really broke out when this news spread. Social media was instantly filled with hashtags like #BangPDapproval, #JikookMoments, and #BangHyukSmile, which topped trending topics globally in just a matter of hours. Armies from different countries give different interpretations, but they all converge in one sense. Haru sees how Hyuk never stands in the way, even seems to support the deep bond between Jimin and Jungkook. Some fans wrote on Twitter that Bang PD's smile was a silent blessing to their relationship. There are also those who say that Bang PD understands very well that friendly relationships, emotional support, and sincere bonds are the foundations that make BTS survive to this extent. In fact, some army even made a funny meme with the words, "Bang PD is the captain of Jikook ship," which was greeted with laughter and enthusiasm in various international forums. However, not a few were touched by Hyuk's attitude. In their opinion, in the stressful entertainment industry, seeing a great leader like Bang PD show understanding and gentleness is a very rare thing. Many fans then wrote comments full of emotion. If it wasn't for Bang PD, who always supports their relationship, maybe Jimin and Jungkook couldn't be so free to take care of each other. In fact, some army assess this moment could be a sign that HYB is indeed preparing something bigger, maybe a new project that will involve Jimin and Jungkook directly. Speculation is heating up, especially seeing the famous Bang PD rarely showing his emotional expression, this time actually smiling warmly when he heard the news of the two together. On the other hand, Jimin and Jungkook seem to remain on their own path, not caring too much about rumors, but also not denying the warmth that is evident every time they are together. Precisely with the support of the army and the meaningful attitude of Bang PD, many fans believe that the bond between the two will be stronger and not easily shaken. Although various issues continue to arise, Jimin and Jungkook's atmosphere together during time alone turned out to be much warmer than many people imagined. They choose to spend time in a quiet place, away from the public spotlight. There are no official cameras, no busy schedules, and no crowds to rush them through. There are only two figures who have long understood each other, enjoying time in a simple way. Jimin is seen wearing casual clothes, soft pastel-colored sweaters, and casual pants, while Jungkook appears as he is in an oversized black t-shirt that emphasizes his simplicity. They walked side by side, sometimes silent, sometimes throwing small jokes at each other that made both laugh. Although there were not many words spoken, the silence felt full of meaning. Jimin looked up at the night sky, then in a low voice said, "I'm glad we can still have time like this." Jungkook just nodded, but the glassy look in his eyes already answered more than 1,000 words. Not long after, Jungkook picked up the small guitar he was carrying. Slowly, he plucked the strings and played a simple but beautiful melody. Jimin listened attentively, then hummed softly. The moment was like a living painting, two voices merging in the silence of the night, as if they were the only two in the world. That's when, without them knowing it, Hyuk, who happened to come to see the condition of the members, saw the scene himself. He did not immediately say hello or interrupt, just stood at a distance while watching. A slight smile appeared on his face, an expression rarely seen. For Bang PD, the moment seemed to remind him back to the early days of BTS, when everything was still full of struggle and warmth between the members became the main fuel to continue to survive. Seeing that Jimin and Jungkook can stay close, keep each other strong, and still take the time to just sit together seems to be a reminder to Bang PD that this bond is what really keeps BTS alive. He also felt relieved, knowing that even though the outside world is full of pressure, these two figures who are so important in BTS's history can still take care of each other. When finally Bang PD approached, Jimin was a little surprised. But Jungkook quickly stood up, gave a warm smile and said, "We just want to spend time together, Young." Instead of rebuking, Hyuk instead patted both of them on the shoulder, then in a low voice said, "Continue. That's what makes you strong." The sentence made the atmosphere even more emotional. Jimin lowered his head, trying to hide his reddened eyes, while Jungkook could only let out a long sigh. Relieved that Bang PD really understood them. ARMY's reaction after the news about Hyuk's interaction with Jimin and Jungkook spread was truly overwhelming. Initially, the story arose from pieces of testimony of some staff who saw firsthand, then quickly spread to various international forums. There are no official photos or videos, but such a detailed description of the atmosphere is enough to make the ARMY feel as if they themselves witnessed it firsthand. On social media, hashtags such as #BangPD Proud of Jikook, #Jimin and Jungkook, and #BTS Family Forever immediately dominated the trending topic. Many ARMY wrote how warm and emotional the moment was, especially since Bang PD himself, a figure who has been considered BTS's father, came down directly to witness and acknowledge how important the closeness of Jimin and Jungkook is. One ARMY member wrote on Twitter, "Seeing Bang PD supporting Jimin and Jungkook so lovingly makes me feel like BTS is not just a group, but truly a family. That's why they stay afloat and are so loved by the world." Another added, "If even Bang PD can feel the warmth of their relationship, then there is no reason for us to doubt how sincere their friendship is." On international forums like Reddit and Weverse, the conversation is heating up. Many feel that this moment is strong evidence that the bond between members is not just a formality or an image. ARMY stressed that despite all the schedules, pressures, and global demands, Jimin and Jungkook could still find space to be themselves, supporting each other in a simple but meaningful way. There's even ARMY making fan art illustrations, depicting Jimin and Jungkook sitting together in the moonlight, while Bang PD stands not far behind them with a smile full of pride. Fan art is viral and thousands of times shared, making the fandom atmosphere even more emotional.